Let us pay homage to the Buddha by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Today is the last lesson of the Abhidhamma. So, today we will learn 3 abstinences. Virati Cetasika. Virati Cetasika. Number 1, Samma Vaca. Repeat after me. Samma Vaca. Samma Kammanta. Samma Ajiva. G is a long I. Ababa. Above I have ba. Ababa. Ajiva. Samma Vaca is right speech. Right speech. Right speech means not telling a lie. Musawada Viramani, reference from telling a lie. Visuna Vaca Viramani, reference from divisive words. Divisive words is to break others' unity. The two people is united, but trying to break. So that is a divisive words. Yeah. Next one is a Frusa Vaca Viramani, reference from harsh speech. That is called Samma Vaca. No telling a lie, no use divisive words, and no use harsh speech. But that is not related to livelihood. Not related to livelihood. Next one, Samma Kammanta, right action. Right action is not killing, not killing any beings, not stealing, and no adultery, or not doing sexual misconduct. Right speech is for them. I go back. Right speech is not telling a lie, no use divisive words, and no use harsh speech, no use useless words. Useless words. Four kinds of speaking. So that is not related to livelihood. Next one, Samma Kammanta, no killing, no stealing, and not doing sexual misconduct or adultery. 3 then. Not related to livelihood. So next one is a Samma Ajiva, right livelihood. Right livelihood is 7. Previous times about the right speech, 4. About the right action, 3. So altogether 7. But this 7 is related to livelihood. Livelihood. For example, some people are catching fish for earning money. So that is related to livelihood. Some people are just catching fish, not related to livelihood, not earning money, just for happy. So if you avoid catching fish, so sometimes if not related to livelihood, that is considered sama kamanda. If related to livelihood, that is sama ajiva. Sama ajiva, like that. Sometimes killing something is not related to livelihood. If so, sama kamanda. Sama kamanda. Referring to from killing related to livelihood, that is sama ajiva. Some people kill, for example, pigs, cows, because of earning money, for earning money. If you avoid from that, that is a right livelihood. Some are just killing insect come, want to kill, so you avoid. That is sama kamanda only, because are not related to livelihood. So the right livelihood is the same as previous two, but previous two are not related to livelihood. This is related to livelihood. That is the differences. So about the samavacha, sama three kinds. One is katha. Some are like saying truth only, saying truth, not avoiding, not refraining. If so, that is not called virati. Abstinence says just saying, not associated with this cetasika. For example, now I'm giving in Dhamma talk. That is the truth, saying truth. And that is not associated with the samavacha, because of not avoiding. And that is we call katha, just saying. Sometimes like that, only chetana. For example, musawada viramani, you no need to say, you stayed alone. So you may do musawada viramani, refrain from telling a lie. So that is only chetana, no virati. But sometimes you meet someone, you need to say telling a lie, but don't say, refrain from that. If so, that is a virati. Abstinence. So three kinds. One is a katha, say just saying. The other is chetana, no object. You don't telling a lie or like that. Next one is a virati. You have to experience to speak telling a lie, but you don't say I avoid. So that is only virati. So next one is about the samakamanda. Samakamanda is one is a kiriya, one is a chetana, the other is a virati. Kiriya is like that, just doing. You do go there. For example, sweeping on the ground, offering flowers. That is a good action. But that is not called virati. This is cetasika, just a kusala mind, not associated with this cetasika. That is we call kiriya. Next one is a chetana. Chirana is you may say Panati Pada Viramani or Adena Dana Viramani. I know steal, I know I will not steal, but there is nothing to steal. Maybe like that. If so, that is just Chirana, not associated with this Chetasika. But sometimes you have chance to steal lot of property, but you refrain from stealing. That is only virati. Virati. About the Sama Ajiva, two things. One is viriya, one is virati. Viriya means you do livelihood goodly. Good livelihood you are doing, earning money properly. So that is just viriya, not associated with this Chetasika, Sama Ajiva. Because not have anything to do evil then. So just you are doing farming or planting for earning money. If so, that is viriya only. No, cannot say Sama Ajiva. Sama Ajiva is what? Virati is what? Sama Ajiva virati, abstinences. Virati is like that. You can earn money badly in wrong way. For example, stealing. If you steal will get a lot of money, you can do livelihood. But at that time, I don't want to do, I will refrain from that. If so, that is a Sama Ajiva virati. Sama Ajiva virati. So, virati means there is object to avoid, to refrain. So some are like that. Another thing is three kinds of virati. One is samocheda, cutting totally. Cutting totally is like that. If you practice vipassana meditation, later you see nibbana, you got mekka chaita or phala chaita. So if so, you cut totally, killing, stealing, like that. So no more happen about the killing, stealing. That is avoiding, refrain, abstinence as called samocheda, cutting totally or removing totally. Next one is samadhana. Samadhana is undertaking, maybe undertaking. Undertaking is you do 5 precepts, 8 precepts, no killing, like that. One person, there is one person, he want to take 8 precepts, so he go to monastery. From the senior Bande, he take 5 precepts or 8 precepts. So in that day, his cow disappear, ox or cow disappear in the forest. So he find out. So on the mountain, snake catch him. Maybe I want to say that a snake coin the female and later swallow. So at that time, he has one weapon to cut the snake. But I take 5 precepts or 8 precepts from the senior Bande, and should not break that precept. So he throw away his weapons. So because of our morality, later the snake also go away like that. So his abstinence is because of undertaking. He avoid. So another one is a sambata virati. Sambata virati is not undertake 5 precepts or 8 precepts. But once he find maybe snake, that I not kill him like that, just avoiding, because of just finding. So if so, that is a sambata virati. Sambata virati. Sambata virati is just experiencing at that time void, not because of taking preset like that. So three kinds of virati. One is samojjeta virati, like mekka phala, cutting totally. Samadhana virati is because of taking 5 preset, 8 preset. Later you meet something to do killing, not kill. That is a samadhana. Another thing is sambata virati. That is not take 5 precepts or 8 precepts, but once you find, I will avoid like that. So mainly virati is like that. You see objects, you avoid that. At that time only associate. So now you are listening Dhamma, you're not killing, you're not telling a lie, like that. Like that episode, but not associated with this citta. Because you don't have an object to avoid, to refrain. Just a kusala mind. Just a kusala mind. So we will go next one. 2 illimitables, no limitables. Abhamenya cetasika. Abhamenya cetasika is number one, karuna, compassion. Compassion, opposite of harming others. Compassion is like that, may he be free from suffering. One kind of practicing. You see suffering person, or the person who is a sufferer, the beings who is a sufferer. You emphasizing who is a sufferer. So after that, you radiate or sending karuna. May he be free from suffering. May he be free from suffering, like that. You wishes. That is a karuna. Karuna. I can get a first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana, until fourth jhana. Cannot get fifth jhana. So, in the jhana stage, karuna is always associated with pleasant feeling, not associated with neutral feeling. Compassion, but happy. Like that. So, Kamavachara, normal person also can be. If you see someone who is a sufferer, at that time, may he be free from suffering. May he be free from suffering. If you wish like that, that is a karuna associated with you, like that. So, next one is a mudita. But similar thing is soka. Sometimes soka pretend act as a karuna. So by seeing someone who is a sufferer, you are worried. That is not karuna. That is a dominasa feeling. Feeling associated with anger. Anger. For example, you see someone who is a sufferer like your children or who you love too much. So by seeing him, you have sorrow or you have an unpleasant feeling. That is not karuna. Your mind is not clear, not happy. Karuna is always associated with a neutral feeling or pleasant feeling. Karuna is want to help others, want to remove others' suffering, Some people are happy to help others, like that. So that is a karuna. Karuna can be neutral feeling, can be pleasant feeling, but not have anger, not have sorrow. Sorrow and anger is always associated unpleasant feeling. So sometimes unpleasant feeling, sorrow, pretend as a karuna. Need to take care. So sometimes want to help others, later suffer. If so, that is not karuna. Changing as a anger. Sometimes help others happy. Maybe mostly you can help about them. Under your ability. If so, maybe karuna. Sometimes many people do help, later you cannot help. So if so, you may worry. So that is a changing. If you cannot help others, instead of worry, you should have a upekha, according to their karma. Only. So if so, you can maintain your mind to be neutral or to be pleasant feeling, like that. So some people help many beings, many people. Later they cannot help. At that time they have to suffer. So changing. First of all, having karuna. Karuna is clear, pure, because of kusala, not sad, happy or neutral feeling. But later, because of cannot help, want to help too much. So later worry, sorrow. If so, that is not karuna, changing. So such a case, you may able to think about you are very lovable person, or like children suffer, sick, or sometimes. If so, we see those children, we are worried, not happy. So that is not karuna. Yeah. So we say that soka is artificial karuna. Like a karuna, something like a karuna, but no karuna. So if you want to produce karuna, the cause is seeing beings as a suffering person. So you see someone as a suffering person. Everyone suffering in one side. For example, we have such a nature where we old, where we sick, where we die. So as a suffering person, we can see. If we see like that, all are poor. Poor is to be compassion, to have compassion of people. So you can pay attention all people as a suffering person. They are not yet free from samsara, still working, still trying. So like that. So if you see the person as a suffering, so you can produce karuna. But very obvious to produce karuna is like that. You see someone who is very suffer. If so, easy to produce karuna. So next one is mudita. Mudita is happy, rejoice, not have envy, happy with others' success. Object is others' success, the person who is a success. So if someone have mudita, can dispel unhappiness about the others' success. So the cause of mudita is someone who is a success. So in this way, you can see to produce mudita. So opposite of envy. See others as a successful person. So maybe mostly, if you are female, you are better than animal. So you are success, like that. Maybe if you are rich, I will see about your property only. Or he is a rich man, although you are ugly. Don't pay attention ugly. If you are rich, I will pay attention. Oh, you are a rich person. So something success. So I may not celebrate with your success. May you not separate with your success, like that. If you are a knowledgeable person, I will see, oh, he is a knowledgeable person. May you not separate with your knowledge, like that. So if you are a beautiful person or handsome person, don't think about the wealth, about the education. You are successful about the appearance. About the appearance, if so, okay. By seeing your appearance, may you not separate with your good appearance, like that. So that is a rejoice, mudita. So to produce mudita, I have to see others' success, other beings with the success. So, but if you radiate, if you send mudita, no need to worry about the envy. Once you radiate mudita, send metta, you surely can dispel envy. But sometimes need to take care about the pity associated with the greed. Greed is because of attachment or because of greed. You are happy by seeing others' success. For example, you are son and daughter, rich or co-educated. For him or her, if you are happy, okay, you may be mudita. Sometimes he may support me like that. He may help me with his success. If you happy like that, that is lobha. Greed pretend as a mudita. No real mudita. So real mudita is no attachment. For him only you are happy. For him, no attachment about the helping for you or like that. Sometimes we see other not related to us. They are success, we are happy. So maybe that is okay, mudita. So sometimes pity associated with the greed may pretend as a mudita. As a mudita. If so, you may have attachment. That is the nearest enemy. So if you do metta, you can dispel anger. No need to worry. Anger is the father or farthest enemy, very far from metta. But if you radiate metta, sometimes lust is a need to take care. That is the nearest enemy. So in the same way, if you send karuna, you need to take care sorrow or karuna. Sorrow is the nearest enemy. But once you send karuna, you can dispel cruelty. No need to worry about the cruelty. Totally can dispel. Because karuna and cruelty, very opposite. But sorrow may come. Need to take care. So if you send mudita, you surely can dispel envy or jealousy. But you need to take care about the pity associated with the greed, like that. So that is two illimitables, no limit. No limit means if we radiate karuna, mudita or metta, upekkha, metta is already, we have said adosa, under the adosa. Ubeka is a Tatara Minja Tata. So these four things are illimitables. Illimitable means two definitions. One is if you radiate metta, not only one person, not only a few people, final parts, at the end, the final parts, or for all beings have to radiate, have to send. Because of this, illimitables. Another thing is, if you, although you send for one person, not only for some parts, the whole body, maybe not only for some, not only for education, not only for properties, or not only for something, for everything to be good. So you send. Because of this, also illimitables. So in the scripture, define two things. So Karuna Mudita finished. Karuna Mudita is only first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana. Only cannot get fifth jhana. But the Kama Vachara Chaita also possible. We also sometimes have compassion, sometimes have mudita. These are two things are very good for the world. Because of envy and because of Machariya, because of Asa Machariya, the worlds are fighting each other. Rich men don't want to share, not have compassion. So poor men have jealousy. So they fight each other. If they want to share, rich men want to share, poor men want to rejoice. If so, the world will peace. So next one is in the scripture say, if we don't have Asa Machariya, if we have Karuna Mudita, we will have many followers like that. That is a result. Next one is a non-delusion, amoha, panya, cetasika. Amoha and panya the same. Amoha is opposite of moha, panya, wisdom. So wisdom is like a knowing mentality, materiality, cause and effects, knowing jhana object, knowing nirvana, that is a wisdom. But knowing to do, how to do car, how to do phone, like that, those are not called panya, not considered panya. You may able to do, you may not able to do. No panya. Panya is about the cause and effect, especially about the karma and result. That is a panya. Knowing mentality, materiality, nature, dukkha, anatta, nibbana, jhana object, that is a panya. So there is one story called, his name is Susima. Susima in the Ratana Sutta mentioned. His father is a Bodhisattva. So when he enough old, he want to learn education. So he told his father, I want to learn education. So father sent to the teacher. So he learned first of all like a fortune teller. They got three kinds of Veda. In the ancient time, Veda is very important learning, very important education. So like a fortune teller. So after he learning that education, he think about his education. So what is the beginning? He can see what is the beginning. What is the middle? He can see what is the middle. What is the end? He cannot see. About that education. What is the end? What is the final aim? We cannot see. So at that time he asked teacher, there is ending point. What is the end of this education? So he cannot find it. The teacher also said to him, I cannot find it. Yes, there is a beginning, there is a middle, but no ending point. So if you want to learn education which has ending point, you should go up to that mountain. There is a Vajika Buddha. You should learn from them. So at that time he went to the Vajika Buddha. He learned from the Vajika Buddha. Later he also became Vajika Buddha. So at that time he can see ending points. Ending points. So because after this life, no more life, he can stop suffering, cycle or rebirth. He can see ending points. So like that, maybe Buddha's wisdom, Buddha's education is education which has ending points. So in the worldly life, we learn many educations. What is the ending point? Life will end, but education cannot end. So although you make much effort, sometimes not worthy of it. Yeah, for this life, okay, but not sure for the future, like that. So because of this, here wisdom means knowing karma result, mentality, materiality, knowing nibbana, knowing jhana object, such thing we call panya. Panya. The other thing, how to make this cup, if you know, that is sometimes associated with the kusala, sometimes associated with the akusala. So some people, they know how to make weapons, nuclear or like that. That is associated with the akusala. Especially they are cannot call wisdom, that is vitaka, good thinking. So initial application, good. Like that. So because they produce a weapon, that is many people will suffer. For himself also, as a result, will be suffer. Because of this, not produce a good result. Because of this, that is akusala mind. Akusala mind. So, for example, you may do this cup. You may create this cup to use for the Bande or for the Buddha. Maybe if so, that is a kusala mind. And that is maybe because you understand the karma and result. That is a good thing. So if so, that is associated with the wisdom. So two possibility about such a thing, associated with the kusala, associated with the akusala. So Panya and Senya very similar. Vajnana, Panya, Vajnana, Sanya or Anya. Panya is a Pa-Anya. Pa-Anya. Pa is in the literature Pakarena. Pakarena means Nya is knowing. Pa is maybe differently or clearly, like that, or penetratively. So Panya is knowing penetratively or differently. Differently is very different. So if someone want to reach, normal thinking is you need to get much money. But about the karma result, you need to give like that. Their understanding is very differently. So if you want to get a good result, you need to give, need to do dana, like that. If you want to be long life, you need to avoid killing. But some people are thinking for the safe, to save for the life, they need to kill. Their thinking is so. Buddha's wisdom is knowing differently or penetratively. Penetratively is cause is very far, result is quite far. So they know penetratively, maybe past life or future life. Now you listen good Dhamma talk, but the result is future. In the future, they were realm. Very far. So noble paths only they can know by practicing. So if so, that is a knowing penetratively. So they say, if you do listening, you will get a better life. So very, very penetratively they know. So because of this, that is a panya. So panya is a knowing truly or penetratively. That is a panya. Panya. So mentality, materiality also, normally we cannot know. Only we know man, woman, like that. That is according to perception. That is a sanya. Sanya is a knowing by making a mark or remark. So parents say that is a woman. If so, we children follow, oh, woman. Later find that such a people, or that is a woman. Parents say children, that's a man. You should call a man. Men are like that. So we know by making a mark, that is a man. So a man like that. That is an animal. That is a cow like that. So sanya is maybe true, may not true, but by making a mark, they know, like children. Yeah, like children. So that is a blue. That is a black. That is a yellow, they may know. That is a sanya. Sanya. Nya is knowing. San is by making mark or remark. Some signs. Vijnana. Vijnana also nya. Jnana and nya, the same. Jnana. Sometimes jnana. We is different from sanya and panya. Vijnana is a consciousness, knowing different from sanya and panya. We is different. How do different? Just getting object. Consciousness is just getting object. Such a knowing, awareness of the object. So that is a vijnana. So panya is knowing truly, penetratively. Sanya is may know truly, may know wrongly, but by making a mark. By making a mark. Not real knowing. By making a mark. According to their mark, they know. Like a computer, You press this button where appear that words. So a computer is like a sanya. Computer know what you want to say, what you want to do. Then by making mark, not penetratively like that. Panya is not like that, knowing penetratively. Vijnana is just getting object. Just getting object. Vijnana or anya, 3 kinds of nya. Nya is knowing. So now we finish all 52 Cetasika. 52 Cetasika. Quite easy. Huh? Quite easy, but only to memorize is difficult. Anyway, you have known Jeta and Cetasika. What kind of factor arising within you? You can know. Later, slowly thinking. Oh, Kusala mind is like that. Akusala mind is like that. Now, just learning knowledge only. Later, you have been such a mind or some minds. Later, you check what kind of mind, what kind of nature. So, your knowledge is become thinking knowledge. So, thinking knowledge. After that, you practice accordingly meditation. After meditation, you discern those mentality, materiality. That is we say bhavana maya jnana, practicing knowledge or penetrating knowledge. So now we should go on about the association, Chaita and Chetasika, how to associate. Because one time our Chaita arises, Chaita is the only one, a few Chetasika, not all Chetasika, a few Chetasika. So now we are listening Dhamma, one Chaita arising together with a few Chetasika. What kind of Chetasika include like that? So to know that, we need to know association of Chaita and Chetasika. So first of all, we will learn 7 universal Chetasika. 7 universal Chetasika. 7 universal Chetasika arise in all the 89 types of consciousness. So 7 universal is easy to remember, associated with all Chaitas. So now you are consciousness is listening in Dhamma. That is one kind of consciousness, Kama Vachara, sense sphere, Kusala, wholesome consciousness. So 7 universal include Phasa, contact object, Vedana, feeling object, Sanya, knowing the object by making a mark, Phasa, Vedana, Sanya. Next one, Chetana, volition. Volition is stimulation. Yeah, you should take this object, you should take this object. That is a karma. Karma. That is the Chetana. Ekagata, one-pointedness. All Chetasika do together only one-pointedness, like that. Manasikara, attention, turning towards the object. So Jividendriya protect or take care of other mental factors, like that. So 7 universals are always associated with all Chaita. Although you sleep, although you do evil thing, although you do good thing, always 7 universals include, like that. So Phasa, Vedana, Sanya, Chetana, Ekakata, Jividendriya, Manasikara, always in mind. So we will learn the next one. Next one is 6 occasionals. 6 occasional, you remember? Vidaka, Vichara, Dimauka, Viriya, Piti, Chanda, like that. Huh? Vidaka, Vichara, Dimauka, Viriya, Piti, Chanda. That is the 6 occasionals. So I need to learn one by one. That is a little bit difficult. Number 1 is initial application. Arises in 15 types of consciousness. Which 50? In all types of sense sphere, consciousness 54, except the 2 sets of 5-fold sense consciousness, 10, plus 10, minus 10. So 44, 44. So minus 10 is, that 10 is, eye consciousness 2, ear consciousness 2, nose consciousness 2, tongue consciousness 2, body consciousness 2. Result of kusala and result of akusala. That is not associated with the vidaka. Because vidaka is thinking, put the mind towards object, or direct the mind towards object. That unconsciousness are no need vidaka. Because once an object come in front of you, that consciousness appear. Once mind sound hits your ear, so ear consciousness arise. No need to thinking, not like anapana. Anapana is need a lot of vidaka. Direct the mind towards anapana. At that time, make a sound. You hear like that, very obviously like that. No need to vidaka. So because of this, eye, ear, nose, tongue, and body consciousness are no need vidaka, not associated with vidaka. Other consciousness are associated with the Vidaka, like that. So, next one, in the 11 types of first jhana consciousness. First jhana consciousness is 11. Do you remember? Rupa Vachara Chaita, Kusala 5, Vibhaga 5, Kriya 5. Kusala 5, first jhana 1. Vibhaga 5, first jhana 1. Kriya 5, first jhana 1. 3. So Lokottara Chaita 8. Among 8, Sotapatti Magga 5, first jhana 1. Sakadagami Magga 5, first jhana 1, like that. So 8, Lokottara 8. 8 and 3, 11, like that. Because the first jhana is, jhana factor, Vitaka, Vichara, Piti, Vitaka included. Because of this, first jhana associated with the Vitaka, or Vitaka associated with the first jhana, like that. Second jhana not associated, because to get a second jhana, we have to remove Vitaka, like that. Second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana, fifth jhana, not associated with the Vitaka. Why? Because of practicing. Second jhana don't want Vitaka. I want to dispel Vitaka. So quite easy. Eye, ear, nose, tongue, body consciousness are no need Vitaka. Because of the object in bench, your eye, ear, nose, tongue, no need Vitaka. About the jhana chaita, easy to remember Vitaka, Vichara, like that. First jhana only have a Vitaka. The other jhana not have a Vitaka. To get a second jhana, have to dispel Vitaka. So second jhana not have a Vitaka. So about the Vichara, next one. Sustained application. In Bali, Vichara arises in 66 types of consciousness. How? In all types of sense sphere consciousness, 54, except the two sets of fivefold sense consciousness, 10 plus 10, 44. First jhana 11 and second jhana 11. Because of Vichara, second jhana, first jhana is Vitaka, Vichara, Piti, Sukha, Ekaggata. Second jhana is Vichara, Piti, Sukha, Ekaggata. So Vichara associated with the first jhana, second jhana. To get that jhana, have to dispel Vichara. So that jhana not associated with the Vichara. Yeah. So quite easy if you remember 5 jhana factor. 5 jhana factor is Vitaka, Vichara, Piti, Sukha, Ekaggata. That is the first jhana. To get the second jhana, have to dispel Vitaka. To get that jhana, have to dispel Vichara. To get fourth jhana, have to dispel Piti. Like that. So, 66. Next one is a decision. Decision is a Abhidhamma in Bali. Arises in 78 types of consciousness. How? In all types of consciousness, 89, except the two sets of fivefold sense consciousness, 10. What is the reason? Reason is like that. That 10 kinds of consciousness are just taking object, not think more than that. Abhidhamma is a decision. To make a decision, need the time or need power. These are like that unconsciousness. Let us say unconsciousness. The object in bench just appear, seeing, just seeing. No need to decide anything. Once in bench, you will see. Go or back only later may decide. That is a jhana, kusala mind, akusala mind. But seeing in time, just seeing. After seeing, you need to do more jobs, accept or not, or investigating like that. Later make a decision like that. So seeing in time, once show someone you see like that. So no need to decision. No need decision. Because of this decision and this 10, no associate. No associate. So listening also the same. Listening in time, once someone say we hear, at that time just hearing. No, don't do decision in the starting point. Starting point. Hearing consciousness is don't do decision. But the later part you think. Oh me, oh that is a good, that is a no good, like that. That is the later part. But once you hear, just hearing, at that time you know anything, like that. So this 10 are just taking object, very starting point, very beginning point. Not yet do decision. So decision, this 10, no associate. Next one is accept in consciousness accompanied by doubt. 1. Moha mula chaita 2. One is associated with restlessness. One is associated with doubt. With the doubt is like that Buddha is really or not. cannot decide. Real or not real, cannot decide. Karma and result have or not. Like that. Always have doubt, cannot decide. So decision and doubt are very opposite. Because of this, decision no associate consciousness with the doubt. So quite easy to remember if you know the reason. Next one is energy. Energy is in Bali what? Viriya. Yeah. Okay. Viriya, effort. Arises in 73 types of consciousness. In other words, we can say associate with 73 types of consciousness, which in all types of consciousness, minus, except the 5 sense door rewarding consciousness. 5 sense door is Benjadwara Vajana in Bali. The 2 sets of 5-fold sense consciousness 10. Always this 10. Except the receiving consciousness. 2. Receiving is in Bali. How? Sampatajana. Next one is investigating consciousness 3. In Bali, Santirana. So these are like that. Those consciousness are quite beginning. Quite beginning is, for example, once the object impinges my eye, color object impinges my eye. First consciousness is a fighter, rewarding consciousness. After that, seeing consciousness. After that, receiving consciousness. After that, investigating consciousness. After that, mind decision consciousness or determining consciousness. After that, jhana. So jhana is fully the highest emotion. Jhana stage is a karma. Good karma or bad karma is a jhana stage. So highest emotion. Tuning is like that. Before starting point is like that. Because you are just reverting towards the object like that. Want to see like that. Reverting. Second is just seeing. Like not so emotion. And the third thing is like receiving. Just accept object. But no go or bad. After that, like investigating, checking point. Checking point is you're not sure, not doing work too much. just checking. So in this consciousness, because of weakness in taking object, no have energy. No have energy. Energy start determining consciousness and jhana like that. At that time, later part only energy. After checking, you will determine, oh, you are not good, you are not good. At that time, will make effort, go away or come to me, like that. So, in the scripture called show reason, because of weakness, taking an object, taking off object, no energy, like that. So next one, joy. In Bali, what? Piti, piti arises in 51 types of consciousness, or associates with 51 types of consciousness. In all the types of consciousness, 121 in detail, not in brief, because here jhana consciousness include. If jhana consciousness include, have to use in detail. Cannot use in brief. So except the accompanied by unpleasant feeling. That is a clear. Piti is joy, happy. Unpleasant feelings, unpleasant, not happy. Because of opposite, cannot associate. You have anger, you have happy, not possible. Not possible. Anger is poison with bad taste. Bad taste. Taste also not good, also poison. Greed is not like that. Poison, but a good taste. Good taste. Anger is poison with bad taste. Like that. So, unpleasant, accompanied by unpleasant feelings too. That is anger consciousness, hatred consciousness too. Next one is except those accompanied by neutral feelings 55. Neutral feeling citta is 55. That is also easy. Joy is happy. Neutral feelings is neutral. So cannot associate. Next one is except the body consciousness too. Body consciousness too is one is with suffering feeling, one is a pleasant feeling. So for the suffering feeling, we no need to think. For the bodily consciousness with the happiness, you touch something very good. So that is a happy, feelings happy, but not associated with piti. Piti is a mentality. Bodily is just a good feeling only. That is a feeling only. So mostly good feeling and piti associates. But about the bodily action, bodily touching, only feeling, good feeling, no piti. You touch something, very good feeling. If so, that is just with a good feeling, but no associated piti. Experiencing good object is just a feeling. Before we say piti and good feeling, what is the differences? You see bond, not yet taken. So piti. That situation is piti. Just in mind, if I drink, if I take a bath, how happy, like that. Just in mind, that is a piti situation. Go into the pond or lake, take a bath, drink water, like that. If so, that is a sukha feeling situation. So piti is very mentally. Sukha is here bodily consciousness as a bodily. So no associate. That is only you need to remember. Because of good feeling very similar to piti. The other are okay. Anger, citta, easy to remember. And ubekha, easy to remember. Next one is except for the jhana consciousness. For the jhana consciousness, 11 also associated with good feeling, but not associated with piti. Because you can know 5 jhana factor. To get a first jhana, 5 jhana, to get a second jhana, have to remove vitaka. To get a third jhana, have to remove vichara. Okay, piti have. To get a third jhana, have to get a second jhana, have to remove. To get a third jhana, have to remove vichara. To get a fourth jhana, have to remove piti. So fourth jhana is associated with the sukha, one-pointedness. Yeah, happy feeling but no piti, because of practicing in power. Want to remove. If you want to get a fourth jhana, have to remove piti, because of practicing. So only experiencing good feeling, but no piti, no excited, more peace. Yeah, more peace. So no associated for the jhana consciousness 11. That is also quite similar to piti. Very, because sukha feeling, sukha, pleasant feeling. Yeah. Fifth jhana is considered ubekha. Ubekha 55. Under the ubekha 55. Fifth jhana, no need to say. Only for the jhana only. Next one is a desire. In Bali, chanda. Yeah, chanda. Desire arises in 69 types of consciousness, or associated with 69 types of consciousness. In all the types of consciousness, 89 minus rootless consciousness, 18. Next one is those accompanied by delusion consciousness, 2. So delusion and desire. Delusion is, delusion, delude. You don't know, you don't have greed, you don't have anger. So no desire. You are like a nomad. Nomad is no desire. If you have greed, or I want object, you may have a desire. If you have anger also, I want to meet him. Huh? If you have anger, instead of avoiding, sometimes I want to meet him, want to say something like that. So desire is want to get object. Desire is not like a greed. Greed is attached to the object. Desire is just want to get object. Even if you have anger, if you have anger, you want to meet that one, to say something. Sometimes scary movie, you scary, but you still want to see. That is a desire. Scary, but want to take object. Not have a hold, not to attach, but still want to see. Like that desire. So delusion is not like that. No have attachment, no have anger. If so, you no have a desire to see. Normal things, because of no differences, not different, you don't want to get like that. So not associated with the desire. 18 rootless is those chetas are not have a root. What is a root? Loba, dosa, moha. Aloba, adosa, amoha. So without root, if someone have a loba, dosa, moha with the root, those persons want to get something. If you have a loba, you want to get something. If you have anger, maybe you want to fight him, want to meet him like that. So in the same way, alobha also the same. Alobha is the opposite of lobha. Instead of want to get, want to give. If you want to give, you need something to give, or you need to meet one day's object like that. So you have a desire. I want to have money because I want to give, like that. So no greed, no hatred, or no delusion also need a desire, have a desire. But without root is very weak. Those chaitas are weak. Because of weakness, they don't have a desire, any desire. So in the scripture say, because of not having a root, not have a desire, not have a desire. So we should continue. Next one is agusala. So we finish 6 occasional. Agusala cetasika. So first of all, 5 factors. Delusion in Bali. What? Moha. Shameless. Ahirika. Fearless. Anuttapa. Restlessness. Uddhacca. 4 factors. 4 factors together are called universal unwholesome factors. They arise in all 12 unwholesome types of consciousness. These 4 are associated with all 12 akusala. Whenever you have anger, greed, delusion, these 4 are included. Moha, kava, the result, bad result. No shame, ahirika, no shame, anuttapa, no fear, uddhacca, restlessness. If so, you will do akusala like that. So that's how we call a nickname for foolish men. For foolish men. Whenever akusala arises, they include, like a foolish man. So next one is greed. Greed arises in only 8 types of consciousness rooted in greed. Lobha Mula Chaita 8. Greed Cetasika associated with the Lobha Mula Chaita 8. Because of associated with the greed, we call those Chaita Lobha Mula. Yeah. Next one, wrong view. Wrong view arises in the 4 types of greed rooted consciousness. Only 4 associated with the wrong view. Among 8 Lobha Mula Chaita, 4 are without wrong view, 4 are with the wrong view. Because of associated this wrong view, we say with the wrong view. So easy to remember. Easy to remember. Not associated without wrong view 4. Yeah. So here is mentioned wrong view is coming in from because of thinking about the self. Have self based on attachment. Every wrong view are based on attachment. Thinking about the self. Myself is like that. So because of based on attachment, wrong view always associated with greed chaita, not associated with anger. Based on attachment to self. Wrong view person is their thinking is have soul, have self, like that. Yeah, if so, that is they have attachment to the self. Because of this, wrong view always associated with the greed chaita, not associated with anger chaita. Among greed also, not all, with the wrong view 4 only. Without wrong view is clear. Because of no associated wrong view, they say we call it without wrong view. Daiti kata vipayodam. Yeah. So wrong view associate with Daiti kata sampayodam in Bali. Next one is conceit. Conceit is in Bali mana. Mana arises in the 4 types of consciousness dissociated from wrong view. So among 8 types of Loba Mula Chaita, mana associated only 4 without wrong view. Because of wrong view and mana different. They are different thinking. Wrong view is their thinking is I have a soul, like that. After birth we no have life, like that. Mana is different thinking. Thinking is like that. Who I am, who I am. So think based on body, based on 5 aggregate body, but different thinking. Deity is have a soul like that. Mana is who I am like that. So because of different thinking, if there is a mana thinking, only mana, no wrong view. If there is a wrong view thinking, no mana. Wrong view thinking is when you think I have a soul, maybe after I'm passed away, my soul may die, like that. That is a wrong view thinking. Mana thinking is based on body, but who I am. I'm knowledgeable. I'm a wealthy person, like that. I'm a healthy person, like that. So that is a mana. So in the scripture say mana and deity is the same type. The same type is based on body, but different thinking. Like 2 king of lion, or lion king. 2 lion king cannot stay in the same cave. So mana and wrong view also cannot stay in the same consciousness because of different thinking. So this is a Loba group. Greed, wrong view, conceit are Loba group. Because among Loba Chaita only, these 3 are Loba group. Next 4 is a hatred, that is a dosa. Envy, that is a asa. Avarice, Majariya. Remorse, Kokocha. These 4 arise in the 2 types of consciousness rooted in hatred, associated with the dosa mula chaita 2. Whenever you have anger, envy, avarice, remorse, your mind not happy. Your mind not happy. Anger chaita. But you need to know among these 4, envy, avarice, remorse cannot get at the same time. One by one only can get. For example, if you have jealousy, you not have. If you have envy, you not have avarice and remorse. Different thinking. If you have avarice is I don't want to give my property. I hate him, like that. I don't want this to have for him. So that is a different thinking. So envy is like that. You have, I not have. Avarice is not like that. I have, you not have. So I'm thinking is you not have. Like that, different thinking. Envy is you have. So different thinking. Envy is you have. Avarice is you not have. So different thinking cannot be the same time. So remorse also different thinking. Remorse thinking is like that. I have done wrong thing. Oh, I know you done good thing. So that is another thinking. Because of those are different thinking, cannot get at the same time. If there is envy, no avarice, remorse. If there is avarice, no envy, remorse. If there is remorse, no envy, avarice. Sometimes just hatred, no envy, no avarice, no remorse. Hatred is not happy in mind. Not because of envy, not because of avarice, and not because of remorse. Like that. I eat something not good, so disappointed. And that is just hatred. No envy, no avarice, and no remorse. Like that. So envy, avarice, remorse is may not get. If we get, one by one only can get. Cannot get at the same time. So whenever these types arise, always anger chaita, associated with anger chaita too. Next one is sloth and torpor. Sloth and torpor is in the 5 types of brain-dead consciousness. Among akusala chaita, 12, there is 5 types of consciousness. Brain-dead. Brain-dead is a need encouragement. Weather is not good, health is not good. If so, you don't want to do something. But you think, I should do, encourage. So later do weekly. So if so, you not so active. If so, sloth and torpor come out. You want to stop, but don't want to do. You are doing lazily, like that. So sloth and torpor is sometimes akusala. Arahanta want to sleep or something. That is not because of sloth and torpor, because of body's body tiredness, like that. So mostly sloth and torpor is may have such time before sleeping or after sleeping, when the mind is like weak, but not always. Sometimes because of body is tired. Body is tired. You want to stop to do some jobs. Evil. That is about the evil thing. Yeah, about the evil thing. So next one is doubt. Doubt is associated with the one consciousness. Which one? Consciousness with the doubt. Among moha mula chaita. Among moha mula chaita. 2. Moha mula chaita 2. Doubt associated with the one chaita only. Very less association. Very less association. So we should finish. So next one is 3 abstinence. Next one is 4 beautiful factors. What 4? 4 is no 4. May not need 4. Beautiful factor is 19. 19 beautiful factors arise in all the 59 types of beautiful consciousness. 59 types of you may remember, you may not remember. Except akusala 12, 18 rootless. All are 59. Except 12 akusala and 18 rootless. So easy to remember. Beautiful Chaitasika associated with the beautiful Chaita. Beautiful Chaita, good Chaita. So we will go. 3 abstinences arise in 16 types of consciousness. Supramundane types of consciousness. In every supramundane types of consciousness, necessarily together in their entirety. In supramundane wholesome consciousness, 4, Magga Chaita, we mean. Supramundane rasada consciousness, 4, Phala Chaita, so 8. In Lokottara Chaita, can get Samma Vacha, right speech, Samma Kamanda, right action, Samma Ajiva, right livelihood. So, when you get a Lokottara Chaita, your object is Nibbana. But you not think Samavacha to speak rightly. But anyway, once you see Nibbana, you are cutting desire to kill or to telling a lie like that totally. No more killing. So cutting your tendency, desire to kill, to telling a lie like that. Because of this, once you see Nibbana with the Magga Chaita or Phala Chaita, you are cutting, killing or stealing, no more cutting, no more killing, no more stealing. Because of this, in that time, have Samma Vacha, have Samma Ajiva, have Samma Kammanta, like that. That is Samojeta Virati, cutting abstinences. Cutting abstinences, yeah. So, like that. So next one, since sphere holds some types of consciousness only occasionally, not always, and separately, one by one. So, 8 consciousness is like our consciousness now, Mahakusala 8, Kusala 1, our mind, our Kusala. So, in our Kusala, 3 Samma Vacha, Samma Kammanta, Samma Ajiva, only occasionally, not always. Means you are listening now Dhamma. So, no abstinences. Because you don't have a desire to avoid like that, no object. So, totally no have a Samma Vacha, Samma Kammanta, Samma Ajiva. But you may see some insect, I will kill. Later on, I will avoid. If so, at that time, arise Samma Kammanta. But sometimes, someone may ask you, how old are you? Don't want to say truly. But later on, I shall avoid telling a lie. If so, at that time, just Samma Vacha only. No Samma Kammanta, no Samma Ajiva. So Samma Ajiva is like that. Someone may ask your salary. Salary. Huh? You may not want to say salary. Eh? Salary or salary? Salary. Salary. Someone may ask your salary. At that time. Huh? So that is a consider, you should think related to livelihood or not. Yeah. If related to livelihood, that is Samma Ajiva. Yeah, Samma Ajiva, not Samma Vacha. If not related to livelihood, Samma Vacha. Samma Vacha. So associate one by one only, cannot associate it together, like a Lokottara Chaita. Because a Lokottara Chaita is together always, because of totally cutting everything, killing, stealing, telling a lie. The same time can get Samma Vacha, Samma Ajiva, Samma Kammanta. For us, cannot get the same time. One by one only can get. So about the Vipaka Chaita. About the Vipaka Chaita is not mentioned here, not associated with Virati. Virati not associated with the Vipaka Chaita. Because the Vipaka is a result of Kusala. Virati is like a Kusala, very active, you know. I should not say, I should not care like that. So because of this, not associated with the Vipaka. So also, Virati not associated with the Kiriya. Why? Kiriya is Arahanta. Arahanta already dispel killing, stealing. Because of this, no need to avoid. No need to avoid. For us, mosquito bite us, want to kill. But because of morality, have to avoid. such a situation Viratti arise. So for the Arahanta, totally not have a desire to kill, already dispelled. Because of this, not associated with the Kiriya Chaita. Another thing is not associated with the Rupa Vachara and Arupa Vachara Chaita, Jhana Chaita. Because before getting in jhana, you need morality. Already avoid. Morality dispel. Killing, stealing. Jhana stage, no need to avoid. Jhana stage only you know Patibhaga Nimitta only. Don't know, I need to avoid, and you not think. Because of this, in the jhana stage, no dispel, no abstinences, no virati. No virati. Not like Mega. Mega is thinking in Nibbana, but cutting in defilements. Like that. Jhana is also no cut defilements, no pay attention to avoid. Because of this, virati not associated with the jhana chaita, not associated with the vibhaka, not associated with the kiriya, like that. So, about the next one, we will go to elementables, karuna mudita. Rises only occasionally, separately. Occasionally, separately. Separately is if there is a karuna, no mudita. If there is a mudita, no karuna. Because karuna is see someone with the suffering. Mudita is see someone with the success. So different thinking. Because of this, separately. Occasionally means now you are listening in Dhamma, you have a kusala mind. Not think success and suffering. So no karuna mudita. If you pay homage to the Buddha, kusala mind, no karuna mudita. Karuna mudita is see the person with the success or with the suffering. At that time, karuna mudita come up. The other time no come up. Because of this, occasionally or separately, in 28 types of consciousness. Fine material sphere consciousness, 15. Except the fifth jhana consciousness. Because the fifth jhana is under the practicing ubekha. Karuna mudita is first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana. To get a fifth jhana, have to practice upekha, neutrality. Yeah. So, next one is sense sphere, wholesome consciousness, 8. Sense sphere, functional consciousness, 8. Meaning is not associated with the vibhaka. Why? Vibhaka is only kama vachara object, mentality, materiality, like that. Karuna mudita is taking the person as a being, concept. So different object. If a different object, no associate. Associate mean is must be the same object. Arising in together, vanishing in together, the same object. Vibhaka mind is object. Vibhaka mind object is like just seeing color object, sound object, smelling object, taste object, touching object only. So different object. Karuna mudita object is beings as a success person or suffering person, like that. So another one not associated with the logodara chaita. Logodara chaita is a see nibbana. Karuna mudita is a see the person. So different object. If a different object cannot associate. So only karuna mudita associate 15 rupa vachara chaita except fifth jhana. 8 kama vachara kusala and kiriya only. Okay, next one. So next one is I think better you should read yourself, and that is some teachers advice, some teacher's idea. So, not associated with the ubeka like that. But that is most of teachers not agree. What is the reason? Before get jhana stage, karuna mudita, because of first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana, karuna mudita associated with the pleasant feeling in the jhana stage, not associated with the neutral feeling. So, before jhana also have kama vajra chaita about 4 times. Parikama, upachara, nulong, gudrabu, after that jhana, like that. This is a normal, like our chaita, normal chaita. But very near to the jhana. Because of very near to the jhana, this chaita also associated with the pleasant feeling. But before that, we are doing like that. Oh, may he be free from suffering. In that stage, can be somanasa, can be ubeka. Why? Mostly, karuna is with the somanasa, pleasant feeling. But later, because of practicing, your mind is here and there, but you are saying is, may he be free from suffering. If so, that mind is associated with the neutral feeling. If you are intentionally doing, if so, associated with the pleasant feeling, you really want to help, happy. But sometimes, because of habit, little bit attention only, may he be free from suffering. If so, your mind may associate it with a neutral feeling. So because of this, and this idea not associated with the neutral feeling is some teacher's advice. We use some teacher. If we use some teacher, that teacher is lower than me, like that. That is literature's usage. Other teacher is the same level. Some teachers is a lower teacher, like that. Ancient teacher is that is a bit high teacher. So ancient teacher, other teacher, some teacher. So some teachers are like a lower level. That is scripture's usage. So before jhana, we are sending karuna mudita, sometimes with the pleasant feeling, sometimes because of habits with the neutral feeling. So neutral feeling is a possibility with the karuna mudita. So next one is a banya cetasika, sense of sphere consciousness with the knowledge. That is in Bali. Jnana sampayautam, jnana sampayautam, not jnana vipyautam. Yeah. Fine material sphere consciousness. Oh, jhana consciousness. Immaterial sphere consciousness. That is the arupa vachara chaita. Supramundane consciousness. So wisdom not associated with the akusala chaita and rootless chaita. Only associated with the good chaita. So jhana chaita, in the jhana time, your mind is only know the object. Patibhaka nimitta, don't know other things. But that is also considered wisdom. Because now you want to see patibhaka nimitta, can you see? Cannot see. After practicing long time, later here have light, can sustain. That is a knowing penetratively. Normal people cannot see. You know, in front of your nose is nothing. If other people say, see. But in your mind you can see. So because of this, that is also considered knowing penetratively. Yeah, maybe like that. Because of this, associated with wisdom. So we finish about the association. We should stop according to time. So I hope you are quite okay, although you may not remember all. Yeah. Anyway, Learning in Abhidhamma is we get right view. Right view, what kind of consciousness we have, how to change, like that. So when you listen some sutta, you can know this usage. If you don't learn Abhidhamma, in the sutta, sometimes we use this usage, Vitakka, Vichara. What is Vitakka? How to associate? We cannot know. So by listening Abhidhamma, by learning Abhidhamma, when you listen sutta, more understand more. So that is a benefit. So other educations are like when you are older and older, less and less use because they're not useful. Some educations are after you are old, So Abhidhamma is not like that. Some educations are in sometimes can use, not every time. But Abhidhamma is can use every minute, every hour, actually faster than second. So every time you can manage your mind. Before sleeping, after sleep, until before sleeping, after sleeping. Once you wake up, you know how to manage, what kind of object I should take, like that. So if you know like that, anytime you can get kusala. You can get kusala. So because of this, the Buddha say, essence of property is a donation. If you have a property, you want to hold as a essence, you should do donation. You can bring the whole samsara. Essence of body is a morality. Morality is doing volunteer service included. Your body is normally not useful. After a few years, it will die. After many years, it will die. So, but if you do take out essence by doing volunteer service, by avoiding evil things, that is the essence of body. Essence of body, yeah. So here also office people encourage me to give a talk, to do some service for the office. So if you interest, you should do. Here any kusala you can do. Anyway, donation or respect, morality, rejoice, volunteer service, listening in Dhamma, talking in Dhamma, or getting right view, everything are kusala. So you should not be heavy for you. But if you interest, you can do any kind of kusala. So essence of body is volunteer service. Yeah. Not only for that, we can offer to the Buddha flowers, changing water. You have your body, but to take essence, you need to do such service. Not only that, just paying respect to the Buddha, that is also using body to take out essence. Many devas, Bande Mauglana, asking Deva, why you get such glorious. Some deva females are ashamed to tell Bande because they have done Shukusla only. Because our receiver is high, period or eon is a better period because they have chance to meet the Buddha and Buddha disciple. Sometimes they just paying homage to the Buddha only. Sometimes seeing where they believing, they get deva life like that. So you can do, you have body. Yeah, you can do paying respect who is respectable. So if so, that is the essence of body. So next one is the Buddha say, or Buddha's teaching, Bodhisattva say, essence of life faculty. Maybe essence of vitality is bhavana. Bhavana is practicing. Because our vitality, especially Jivitendriya, life faculty we translate, always in every minute spend, waste, rising and vanish, taking out. Our life are shorter. If we come back to previous second, that's seconds and make it shorter. So our life faculty are spending according to second, according to minutes. So if you can manage your mind, how I should take object, how I should turn to be kusala, if you can manage, from the every life faculty, you can take essence. In every minute, in every second, you can take object. Because of this, we have to practice to get a kusala in every minute. Put the mind towards this object. So whenever you can pay attention to this object, you are getting kusala. In the jhana stage, if your mind improve, later part, the whole 1 hour you can take this object. So although your life faculty spend according to second, minutes, you can take essence. So essence of vitality or essence of life faculty is bhavana, practicing. Yeah, at least you can do this body is impermanence, suffering, non-self, mentality, materiality, no me, no others, such thinking also kusala mind. So taking object Buddha image also kusala mind, radiating metta also kusala mind. So if you know like that, you can take essence from the vitality. You may not waste your time. Okay, if there is any question, you can ask. If not have, we're to sharing merits. Huh? Okay, a few questions.
Good evening, Bante. I remember in meditation we have the 5 hindrances. One of them is worry. And is this part of, why is it not in the Cetasika?
Worry is maybe remorse, kokocha. Kokocha.
Okay.
Odecha, kokocha, nivarana. Yeah. Remorse. Okay.
Excuse me, Bante. Now one more question is that why is learning Abhidhamma numbers is so important?
Numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Numbers is so important. Is actually meaning also so important. Not only number. Not only number, meaning also important. But for you have learned many education, so to know the meaning is quite easy. Number is like difficult. But sometimes we say association. This mind and that mind associates. So now we say sometimes this Cetasika associate 59 beautiful Chaita. So beautiful Chaita, if you don't know, you not remember, so you cannot take a meaning. Because what is 59 beautiful Chaita, you know and know. So if I go back there, may last the time. May take time. So sometimes to know association, this is Chaita and this is Cetasika association or no, we have to think. According to such thinking, sometimes we have to think about the meaning. Now also I say, for example, we associate 8 kinds of Mahakusala. At that time you cannot take what is the 8 kinds of Mahakusala. If so, although I say any meaning. So you may not understand. Because Mahakusala you already forget. Like that. So need to know. Normally we learn in Myanmar, learning Abhidhamma is like that. The daytime we teach like that. Nighttime 2 or 3 bhikkhus we recite. Somanasa Sagadanyana Sambhyodha Sinkarika Mekan like that. Counting or how to associate. Later part also Abhidhamma learning is this is Jeta Chetasika, but many form. Many form is sometimes we do like that. Every action is and some eagerly want to get kusala. If so, those mind are what like that. Some are inside Dhamma, outside Dhamma. Sometimes present Dhamma, future Dhamma, like that. Many types of classifying we have to learn. We have to recite at night time. Because of this now, if we want to say 121 is we can count without interruption. Because we have done many recitation. So that is the ability of practicing. Actually, such thing is you have done already. That is a language. Language is actually many things to remember. Many things to remember. That is like a counting. Language is like a counting because the different words do not have a connection each other. Why we remember? Because we are saying each other every day. Not only 1 day, 2 days. Every day we use, we say, we talk. So because of this, many different sets are there. We can remember. That is the power of practicing. Very, very wonderful, very not unbelievable. Because one person can remember thousands of words. And those are very different, very different. You may understand when you learn a new language. To get 10 or 50 words, very difficult. But if you repeat, you can. Learning language is mostly making repetition. Children, today also mother, father, tomorrow also mother, father. Maybe mother, father may take time, 7 days or 1 month, 2 months. A few words, new words are little putting, but mostly they are old. They do repetition. Because of repetition, now we are older and older. Without thinking, everything we want to say, can say. Without thinking, without hesitation, like that. So Abhidhamma also like that. If you learn again, without hesitation, that is if compared to language, that is very less. Compared to language, words, Abhidhamma is very, very few, very few. So if you can do repetition, listening Gana and Gana, reciting Gana and Gana, later 121 is can recite quickly, like that. Such ability we can get. Yeah. Okay.
Bande, the akusala citas, right? I thought those citas with deity sahagatam is worse than those with no deity.
Yeah.
But today, Bante talked about the 2 lions cannot be in the same cave. So because there is no mention about mana sahagatam, so now does it mean that having a deity sahagatam is actually not worse than just without deity?
Without deity, mana is not always. That is I need to say. Although without wrong view, sometimes, for example, greed. We want to get something, others' property. We know that is akusala. So without wrong view. So if so, no mana. just with our own view only. Mana is like occasionally, not always associated with our own view. But once he associates with our own view, no, but not always. Such if I think myself, I am knowledgeable, or I am rich man, like that. Such thinking is I attach myself. Also, I have a conceit, mana. But something I want to get others' property. But I know that is akusala. If so, just with our own view, no mana. Understand? Mana is not associated always with our own view. Occasionally, whenever you think I'm who I am, just that time only, mana have. Just want to get others' property. If so, not have a mana.
Then, what is the difference between this mana and Sakaya Ditti?
Sakaya Ditti is you think you are body. I have self. Among my body have a self. Maybe among mentality, maybe among materiality. You think some place have a self. That self will control me. If you think that is a Sakaya Ditti. Sakaya Ditti.
Okay, thank you, Andy.
Yeah. So, okay, we're doing sharing merit. We have learned Abhidhamma, listening in Dhamma. Many, what kind of birds? 500 birds listening in Abhidhamma. Those birds are because of listening in Dhamma, Abhidhamma, they get a dual life. After that, Bhikkhu life become Abhidhamma experts. So, and even you not understand Dhamma, just because of goodness, you may listen Dhamma. That is also beneficial because of true thing. True Dhammas are, although you don't understand, if it is a true Dhamma, if you are happy to listen, that is beneficial. In the same way, seeing in Buddha, or to see good, if you think, although you don't know how much knowledge he has, that is good. So now you can understand the Dhamma, the meaning of Dhamma. So much benefits. So we get such a kusala. So for me also, like that, teaching in Dhamma also much kusala. Even in Kevasaka, one time told to the Buddha, please encourage your bandits after giving in Dhamma talk to share merit. So we will do that. Calling in sadhu is his responsibility. If not called, we will complain. Okay, repeat after me. Idame nyatina hodu Sukhita hontu nyadayo Idame nyatina hodu Sukhita hontu nyadayo Idame nyatina hodu Sukhita hontu nyadayo Idame bonyam Asawakaya Waham hodu Idame bonyam Nibbanasa Pachayo Hodu Mama bonya bakam Sabba sadhana Pajemi Te sabbe me sama Baunya bagam Nabandu Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu